Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? And a very good day to you all. Nice to be back in the hot seat once more. Uh, yes, Doncaster, Donny, as it's colloquially known in the north of the country. Sounded bit good. Thank you, Dino. Hey, oh, and the story behind these, yeah, a little present from Delft Junction Pete. He thought I might like an extra set. So, yeah, your flexible friend. Yeah, they're the edible variety. For those in the USA, Anthony, yeah, we have these sort of jokey, what would you call them? Candies. Yeah, flexible. Yeah, it's made out of like an edible rubber. Strange, but true. So a big thank you to Delft Junction Pete, who was there. Dino, good afternoon, Dino. Dino was there yesterday. Who else was there while I'm just going through? Yeah, so you had Pete and Sue, Dino. You had Alan Reynolds down from up from Dover. Who else do we have? Colin from Woodthorpe International, as you would know him. Colin's Engage, N-Scale Engage. Um, Great to see Colin there. And there was another guy. He's another Andy, but Pete was calling him Steve, which was a joke all of its own. A bit similar to Trigger from Only Fools and Horses that you would know about. Very good morning to Stormy Dave. Hello, Dave. Yeah, great show you put on last night. Very impressive. Um, yeah, uh, Doncaster, we made really good time. We made really good time. The the closure of the East Coast Main Line from Peterborough South looked like it was going to be a really difficult thing to negotiate. But what we figured is we had the car. So myself and Richard drove to Peterborough, parked up there, jumped straight on the train, whizzed straight through to Doncaster on an Azuma. Very good day, Ray. Nice to see you. I'll go through the roll call. And we managed to get the first bus from, what do they call it? Frenchman's Creek Interchange, whatever it's called. Yeah, they've got some funny names up there. Got the first bus at 8:30, and we were in the queue. We were about number 10 in the queue, which is absolutely amazing, outstanding, as they say. Uh, so yeah, we got there nice and early, and I recognised a few people who wandered past on the way to the queue. Delft Junction, of course, and I was standing there daydreaming, as you do. She said, "Hey, daydreamer, yeah, here I am." But we all got in there, and yeah, it was great. And I also bumped into Andy Henley, who does Montrose and Highland Railroad. He's an N-scale railroader, very much in the vein of what Colin's doing with his. And yeah, we managed to get there in good time. And I'll go through. I'll go through the parts list. There's a couple of bags down here and a couple of boxes, so we'll go through them. We'll have a mail call. Uh, yep, cab controls still here by my side. Let me go through the roll call. We had Anthony Dodge in first, and we had Dino and Flymo Chairman 1. Adam has joined us. A very good day to you. Digger Evans, another stalwart of the channel. Chuck Schreiber, very good morning to you, Chuck. We had Ray Bertelson. We've got March West Junction Andy. Good to see you. I saw somebody that looked just like March West Junction Andy yesterday at Doncaster. I gather you wasn't there, Andy, but there's another guy out there who's a spitting image of you, and I nearly tapped you this person on the shoulder and said, "Andy." I'm glad I didn't, because if you weren't there, I'd made myself look pretty silly. But no, it wasn't you. Oh, thank heaven for that. I saved myself some embarrassment there. Imagine. But I'm old. I can get embarrassed without embarrassment. Does that make sense? Never mind. Chobberton Junction, there's Tony. Hello, Tony. My connection is unstable. Oh dear. Can you all still hear me? My bars are still going. Yeah, I think the Wi-Fi just had a bit of a. But if I'm still here and you can still hear me, that's good. There's Edward. Happy Valley Hobbies. Nice to see you, Edward. 5x5. Good. I spun here for a few minutes, but back on. Okay, yeah. Obviously, the atmospherics is a bit non-conducive to the Wi-Fi today. Anyway, we digress. Very good morning to everybody. If I've missed anybody, there's Summer Breeze. That's John and Holly. Good to see you. Wolfsex Phoenix Paul. Hey. The names are coming thick and fast. Thick and fast. So what do we get? I'll tell you what I went there to get first. Right. Having a delve in the bag, I thought I'd get one of these. This is a Pico twist lock point motor. PL 1001, according to this. And it's a simplified version of what Pico use for their point motors, the more modern version. This one has a twin micro switch built into it because it's got quite a chunky base. If you look under there, in this bit just behind there, that's where the micro switch is, and there's the wires hanging out and the tags at the bottom. So I got two of these. So delving once more into the bag. Here is the two. And this is what I went for. So they were £17 each. So yeah, £34. Yeah, hey. Got those. So the thing is with the Pico point motors, they're what used to be called bang bang point motors. So they're solenoids and they go bang, 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 bang all the time. There's Cole. Hello, Cole. Not saying it was wet on the M1 yesterday to Doncaster, but the AA was replaced by the RNLI, the Royal National Lifeboat Institution. Very funny, Kyle. That suggests that you were there yesterday. And damn it, I didn't see you. Andy, it's Charleston Eastgate. A very good day to you. Welcome in. Grandpa Rouse has joined us. Hello, JD. John Dilly, number one. John, number one. Great to see you. And Liz has joined us. Hello, Windsor Valley Liz, down there in Texas. And a very good morning to you. Right, what else did we get? Okay, I'm about to delve into the bag. This was a great find. We've been collecting these for years. And for a whiz-bang price of £8, here is a Blackwell wagon, coal wagon, made by Dapol for the Midlander, which is a shop in Chesterfield. They made about 1,500 of these, and they did 1,500 of one which has got the name in like an arch, which goes across there, way over. And we've been collecting these like mad, but to actually find one at a show is quite difficult. And Chesterfield's quite a distance away from Doncaster, but that one's a steal at that price because they usually cost a whole lot more because they're pretty rare. Hey, right. That was a great find. That was a find of the day and at a decent price. I spotted these. Out comes two boxes. They are blue. They are Bachmann. they say new X model shop stock, and there is the numbers on it, £46 for this. The price on the end, which was the original price, £64.95, which is what you would pay in a shop, in a retail shop, for these. They're pretty old style coaches in a crimson lake, and they have the bird cage braking area on the back. So you've got this raised section like a cupola on a caboose on the coaches, so the guard can go into that space and look down the train, across the roof of the train. So Dino, UCO is potholes with short strips of tarmac in between. Yes, it definitely is. I can definitely endorse that, Ivo, because we suffered it yesterday on the way to Peterborough. Currently, the local potholes are filled in with solid snow. Yeah, well, that's good until it all melts, and then you get the frost factor as well, which will crack your roads. We've got sunshine. Yes, we've got a little bit of sunshine here as well. Rain and driving through snow-covered mountains. Well, RGJ, Rob and Grace, you take care out there. And SJ Train World has joined us. A very good afternoon to you. So yes, two of those. Yeah, I wasn't that concerned because we've already got these, but having more stock for the South Eastern Chatham Railway is a good thing, because it's only Bachmann that make any for South Eastern Chatham at the moment. There are more coming, but you're always limited to a 3-coach train, so I can expand that a little now. Right, so that's that bit. And then I spotted on the same stand, which was Anorax Anonymous, I spotted these. Dundas Junction James has joined us. Surrounding of the UK, that would be me. And Newfie James is now in the chat. And Dave Scott, good to see you. Nip down to Niagara Falls, see if it's frozen yet. Apparently it's on its way, Dave. There has been some footage from Niagara Falls, which suggests that it is on the point of freezing. But here we go. Right. Again, Bachmann branch line. Your guarantee of good things. I'll spray that again. This one says, intermodal bogie wagon with two 20-foot ISO containers, MSC. Not MSG, Michael Schenker Group, MSC. So there's two of those, and that's in a pack of two. So that was a great buy. I'm not sure what I paid for that. There's no tag on it. The tag was there, but I wanted them, so I grabbed them. And there's Brian. Brian was also at Doncaster yesterday. There's always somebody I forget. I think it's because Brian got there a little after everybody else. And he was wearing his Donegal Dad hoodie, so it was quite easy to see him. Surprised me that Brian had his arm in a sling because he's done his shouldering. So when he's not actually doing anything strenuous, he rests his arm in the sling. It was a bit of a shock to see you like that, Brian, but it was jolly decent to see you, mate. And Timber Surfer's joined us. I'm not sure, he said to the wife. Yeah, right. Tom's Macklin trains layout. Very good morning to you. Yes, it is a good morning for you. Yes, you are in the States. Andre Ecker, very good day to you. Nice to see you. If there's anybody I've forgotten in the chat, do please. It is what it is, Andy. Yeah. I was forever pulling muscles and, creaky bones and things like that. So I do sympathise, Brian. Hey, Clive, do you have a roof yet? Yeah, that was one thing that Dave hit it on the head there. You didn't point the camera up, Clive, and have a look at the roof. So very interesting to see what's above your head. So next time you do a video, perhaps we can see a shot looking down onto the shed or looking up into it. That would help. Right, so a couple of containers. They can go on the layout. What else did I get? Well, we're a little short of 1950s maroon stock. So here is a Mark 1 for the princely sum of £27, which is okay. It's one of the more modern Bachmann boxes, so it's not one from their early issues, and that should be pretty good. That's the first British Rail Mark 1 FK. What's FK? First corridor coach, maroon. So yeah, that's another good one. And then finally, now Anthony, this might interest you. I got this with you in mind, and it is a Bachmann Class 57. It's in Virgin livery, weathered. The little sign on there says the Hood. It's one of the Thunderbirds, which used to take charge when a train broke down. So it, on the actual ends of the front, it has Delner couplings and all kinds of different couplings to attach itself to multiple different kinds of trains for breakdowns. So these were the Thunderbirds. There were several of them plying up and down our railways, rescuing broken down trains. So I haven't tried this. This is one, we'll get it out of the box and we'll try it live. So I'm just hoping it's a good one. And because it come from Anoraks Anonymous, that was £99, which is a pretty good price. Was going to say Virgin Trains, yeah. It looked really good. It says DCC sound on it, but that's been taken out of it. I know that for a start. Happy Valley Flymo, Andy Charleston Eastgate. Good to see you, Andy. Oh, there's Dwight Curley. A very good day to you, Mr. Tuna Can Express himself. Get to the chopper. Right. What else do we do? That's the end of my bag. The only thing that's left in them is just receipts. Always get a receipt, boys and girls. Always get a receipt. And then Richard got this, which is a Class 150, a DMU set. And I did suggest to him that I might like to give it a try. So we'll be getting this out next and giving that a try as well. So that's pretty much it. Richard got also quite a few different books, reading material. There were bargains all over, surprisingly, and most stalls had to pay with. There were bargains all over, surprisingly, as most stalls had to pay between £600 and £700. Oh, is that for actually being at Doncaster? That HST opened up last night. It's sound fitted. Not tested it yet, though. Oh, that's an absolute result, Dino. Yeah, I know you got it because I did ask you. And yeah, that's how much it costs. Well, it costs double that at the NEC. So what was it? Something like £6,000 at the NEC, which is a lot more than double. Pete, it's Steve. Ah, so that's the Andy. Andy at Charleston Eastgate. That's who Pete was calling Steve. Confused? You will be after this week's episode of Soap. Oh. I've yet to go to a train show. I'm afraid I have to take out a second mortgage if you do. The thing about Doncaster is, even their normal prices are 20, 30 pounds less than you would get down south. I don't know if that's just a little shift, but that's what they have to mark the merchandise up as for it to move up north. Ian has joined us. A very good day. Ian1, training. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, yeah, shall we get this out first and give it a try? Let's do that. Because this being a DMU, there's no DCC sound in it or anything like that. It's just a matter of open it up and test it. So as you open a box like this, it's got two individual boxes inside it. So although it comes as a pack, that's the way you get Bachmann stuff in the UK. This one is a heavy one. So this one has got the actual motor unit in it. So I'll just pop that there. And we will extract the other one. This is in, put that down there. This is in first Great Western livery, which is this kind of funky purple and a reddy pink coloured doors. So let's get these out. Let's see. Good old haul there, yeah. Hunted through the boxes for them. I think I spent approximately 120. Came away with a few lovely items. Yeah. I didn't spend the earth yesterday, and for what I got was pretty good. This has still got all the bits and pieces inside it. That's very encouraging. What do you actually have? You've got a few extra end pieces. There's a bit there that looks like a holder for the speaker inside. Yeah, nice to have those bits. Let's just I'll pop that over there. We can get this straight on the track because there's nothing on the inside loop. So here we go. And there it is. Yeah, Bachmann have this electrical, let's move a little closer to the camera. I don't know if you can see that. They've got this electrical connection right here, and you can see the contacts dangling down. So we've got to put that together. So I'll put that over on yonder track. DC is on and power is off. That's good. Actually, it says it's only once. Yes. Hit the like button, please. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to hit the like button, I'll be ever more encouraged to push on and do bigger and better things. Maybe. Right, let's get this back in its little box. I'll fit you back in your little tank. Where's the doofer for that? That's that one. That just goes in like that into that. So I'll drop that down on the deck. Right, and here comes the main unit, which, yeah, same colours. First Great Western. We were looking, well, Richard was looking for a Great Western Railway version, which is in their dark green. What kind of green do you call Great Western? It's yeah, it's a bit like a British racing green, if you remember that from the 50s and 60s. Right, here we go. Yeah, this is a much heavier unit, and here we go. There's that's what we'll need. That's the bar that connects the two carriages together. So I'll leave that on the computer right there. So it's got all the kit in it to make it work, which is encouraging. That's the worst thing about going to a train show. Peter Delft Junction will tell you. And then you get it home and the bloody thing doesn't work, or it's got half the bits missing. I'll just have a quick check of the wheels. There's Delft Junction Pete. Aha! Carriages mainly. Should be putting a vlog out. Well, I'll be waiting for that. Hello, Pete and Sue. Good to see you. Ivo, what's the deal with the UK having so many trains that look like they were instructed to spend the absolute minimum of money on design? That's probably true, Ivo. Yeah, some of them are ugly ducklings. Let's put it that way. Right, this one is one of these little open it type things. You know, one of those zip bags. So I'll put that there. This has got contacts on one side of it, which you can see right there. The other side is just blank. So that side goes up. Right, here we go. Let's just have a look at this unit. Wheels look pretty clean. Yeah, somebody did a bit of maintenance on it. So let's go to this unit here. There are the contacts. And see if we can squeeze this in. Forgive me, I'll stop drawing a minute while I get these in. Right, that's one side in. I'll just have to use my my lap cradle for a second. Sorry, ladies and gents. I'm sure you understand. Come on, you swine. Yeah, I think that's it. And now I've got to perform. There's the bar, sort of halfway in. So I'll now attach the other side to the other train, which is difficult because really you have to do this upside down. So give me a second. I will just organize a couple of boxes to help me with this. I'll move Thunderbird out of the way. What I'll do, I'll prop them on a couple of boxes. And then, right, here's the two empty boxes. So I'll put them on here. Put them on like that. This one goes on like that. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, turning my back on you. Sport your surprise yesterday, Brian. Yeah, I did, yeah. I think Brian wanted to surprise Pete, and I spotted Pete, and Brian was saying, shut up, shut up, shut up. But there you go. One of those things. Right, I'm just going to attach my extra glasses. It's going in, ladies and gentlemen. It's going in. Yep, we're in. Now I can pick up the whole train and put it squarely on the track. There we go. Right, let's just clear the decks. Right, let's get the thing mounted on the tracks. And this one, that's the heavy one. Must admit the detail on this is up to Bachmann's usual fine standard. So let's just move that a little. Make sure there is nothing on the track. Make sure all the points are set into the neutral position. So give me a second. Right, we are ready. Shall I give it a whirl? The proof is in the pudding, ladies and gents. I'll pop that there because I'll probably need that again. Fly mode's my shoulder that's the issue. Hands are fine. Yes, Brian's still got his grip. but obviously his shoulder's giving him some Cynthia. Sorry, Cynthia being Cynthia pain in the shoulder. Never mind. Right, I think we are on. Here we go. In reverse. Not a good start. Let's give it a shove. More juice. Just think it needs a little bit of motion, a couple of times around, and I think the contacts will clean themselves. Drum beat. Yeah, I think the wheels are dirtier than I realised, but here she comes. She's a little bit stuttery at the moment. I'll give her a little more juice. And Dugma Junction is Wayne. Say hello to Wayne, everybody. Good day to you. Nice to see you. Right, we are up and working. And yes, those wheel contacts do need a little tender, loving care. But it is working. It's forgive me, it's working better in the motor coach than it is on the other coach. The other coaches, lights are flashing, and yeah, it's a contact issue. Let's just try it the other way. All right, going into reverse. Yeah, it's having a bit of a struggle. More power, more power, more power. It's nice and smooth. We can hear it, but bit of a wheel cleaning, it should be fine. Yes, indeed. But having said that, it's a damp shed. Let's go back the other way. It's a damp shed, and I didn't clean the track. Right, more juice, more juice, more juice. Yeah, it's easy to be wise after the event. I think a good wheel cleaning and some contact spray on there, and it should be fine. But yeah, it's having a struggle at the moment. How's it going with your new DCC controller? Well, Si, I haven't been using it much because it's been an absolute bind running to the shed through the rain. So, yeah, it does work. It does work. So what I'll do, I'll take that down to one of the sidings, track number 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she's a bit unhappy at the moment. I think a good wheel cleaning there. Talking of cleaning wheels, so I'm trying the Woodland Scenic wheel cleaner. Yeah, it's quite good. Do have one of them. I think in this case, it's going to need a little more than that. I think it's the actual contacts down there. How long was the journey to Donny? Well, let me just flick the... Right, so she should now go off. And that one. Right, that's all set up. Here she comes. Right, and stop. Right, so that's that one. How long was the journey to Donny? I got up about 5 o'clock in the morning. We left at 6. We were at Peterborough within about an hour, and we got to Doncaster about just before 8:30 for the first bus. So about 2.5 hours. That's not bad going. Yeah, we did have a nice day. Oh, Marcus Stanover, very good day to you. Colin's engaged. There is Colin. It was quite a meeting yesterday. The trouble is, it was such a well-loaded event. We had to spend our time outside because seating inside was at a premium, and there was nowhere really to meet in there. So we all, can you pause yourself for a minute for coffee? Right. So Curly's got to go and make a coffee. Okay then, Dwight. Yeah. The weather was somewhat like it was last year. Trying to rain, windy. Yeah, it was what you'd expect this time of year. So it wasn't too bad. Managed to pick up these items. The next thing I'm going to test, I'll just reset my track, is the Class 57. This should be straight out of the box, straight on the track. So, by the way, Andy, HOBR 22244 is currently dead, hoping that it can be repaired. Oh, that's a bad one. There's always hope. There's always hope. Sounds like a tactical placement error with the coffee machine. It does, Ivor. It does. Yeah. Dwight, what are you thinking? Instead of taking yourself to the kitchen, bring the kitchen to the hobby room. Are you going to make coffee for the rest of the group? Probably not. Piping it to us might be extremely difficult, Edward. Right, now this one is the Class 57. It's got a selection of bits in the top there, including the blanking plug, which is rather worrying. But we'll see. We'll see if it runs. If it doesn't, then I'll have to put that blanking plug in. But in the meantime, I dropped it. Let's take that over there. That's it. Right. Yeah, save the plastic and drop the model. Great idea. Right, here we go. And here is the Backy 57. Yeah, I'll just have a little twist around. There are both grills on the top, which are highly polished. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Now I can show you the ends, which has got all these funny contraptions, the Delner couplings, which they hinge down. All kinds of different couplings at the front there. Anyway, let's get this on the track and see what it does. So I'll just pop that over there. Right, give me a second and I'll just take this little lot off my lap. Okay. Having talked about coffee, I do actually have a coffee sitting right there, and I haven't sampled it yet. I should, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. Yeah, basket. Let's try the other end. If at first you don't succeed, don't make a bloody fool of yourself. There we go. And this actually has the etched nameplates in there as well. Nice touch. Somebody obviously didn't bother to put them on, but there you go. Chat, if you've had a good weathering, but it's gone over the windscreens, what's the easiest way to remove the paint? Paint is Model Air, so acrylic. Water and a cotton bud, I would suggest. Anything artificial is liable to crack the glass or mist it even further. So, yeah, Maybe a little bit of hand soap in with it as well, just to give it a little bit of something, but plain water. You might have to do it multiple times. You might have to spend 10 minutes, but it'll be worth it and a lot less damage. You're welcome. Eric has joined us. Hello, Eric. Hope you are well, old chap. I'm just about to get the Class 57 onto the track so we can have a little look at it. Are we on? Are we on? Are we hell? Right, let's see what happens. It moves. And yeah, it's obviously not a dirty track situation. Otherwise, this one would be stuttering as well. It's looking good. It's looking good. Both of the cabs are lit. I've gone back over the top again. I now have 10 carriages back at the hotel now. Oh, well done, Pete. That's good news. It's alive. Yes, my creation. Let's have a little look at it as it comes around. I'll just tilt you down a little bit. There we go. Here is the Virgin Class 57, weathered, factory weathered. The red lights work on the back, the tail lights. And I'll get the camera down on the track so you can see it a little better. Yeah, Pete usually does pretty good, wheedling out the bargains, but that can have problems, as Pete well knows. The lights on the front are working and the cab lights are working. When this thing runs on DC, it has all the lighting functions on, so I can't turn any of them off. So let's just up the speed a little. It's looking good. It's looking good. What I'll do, I'm going to transfer this over to the other track and then I'll run it with the train. Right, stop there. Okay, ladies and gents, there's a train waiting for it to pull. I'll just tilt you back up the right way. Forgive me for turning my back. Let's just do a quick haul over onto the other track. Bogies are hanging down nicely. Lots of play in the wheel sets. Right, we are on. I'm on the other track, so we can go reverse. Oh, it's nice and smooth. I have the train. Let's get it moving, and then I'll get you down on the track. There we go. And we're moving. That's a result. Straight out of the box. You saw it. It had never been run before. Well, it had. Under somebody else's ownership. But it came out of the box. It went on the track. That's a Bachmann. I can't give you a better endorsement than that. Obviously, I got it from a good seller who is known to me. So, right, let's get you down on the track and you can actually see it. I'll get this out of the box, which is the container, the extra containers, and I'll add that to the back of this train. So, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, by the way, Pete, thanks for the tea. Thanks, Pete. It's very nice of you. Right. Okay, let's get you down on the track. Carefully. There's a wicked laugh. Right then. Gently, gently, catchy monkey. Here we go. I'll just put you back a little. How's that? Here comes the Class 57. And you know what? It's got all of its windscreen wipers. That's good, isn't it? Right, let's up the speed a little. Sid James, try again. Yeah, there's another dirty old man, Sid James. But there you go. He was a prodigious comedy talent. He just had one of those faces to look very lived in. And here she comes. Virgin 57 312, the hood. It has all of its buffers. It has the funky coupling on the front. Oh, there's Chevy Wood. Rob. Hello, Rob. Are you going live today, mate? Or are you not going to bother? Because, yeah, it's looking a bit tasty out in Essex. Don't worry, Pete. I'll look after the teeth. Now, I did get this Virgin Class 57 with Anthony Dodge in mind. So if he feels so disposed that he would like it, I will send it across the Atlantic Ocean to him. Yeah, that's always a bit of a clash, isn't it, James? That the train shows appear on a Sunday, and obviously you've got church commitments, and that must be extremely difficult. But going on the Saturday does have its benefits because, in theory, there should be that many more bargains. And a very good day to Andrew D. King. How are you, Andrew? Yes, that funky Delner coupling that those machines have. It's amazing that they're still out and about. For those of you that watch Leslie Gilpin's railway videos, it's funky couplers. Not sure if it uses them much these days, but it certainly has all the attachments for rescuing broken down trains. Most here on Saturdays with the odd 2-day once in a while. Yeah, the smaller shows tend to be 1-day events like Saturday or Sunday, and the bigger shows are usually a weekend. That's the way it works in the UK. I'm not sure how it works over there. That suggests to me, Andrew, that you were at Doncaster yesterday. Were you actually there? And I'm devastated that you've got the man flu. That's awful. Well, Anthony, what I'll do first is obviously it's getting a bit of a workout at the moment. Nothing appears to be amiss with it, and it's running extremely smoothly. But I will be looking at the mechanism and making sure it is fit for purpose, wheels cleaned, etc., etc. And we can talk about the rest later. No problem. But I thought, yeah, that'll look great with your Virgin stock. doing what it's designed for, pulling trains out of trouble. And it always gives you an extra loco that you can pull your Virgin trains with. There's not many locos in Virgin Trains livery. This was one of the super exceptions.
A hobby store across the road, very close.
Yeah, James, is that the one that's closing? Yes, indeed, Andy. That's this one's called The Hood. I believe there was Lady Penelope, Alan Tracy. Alan Tracy, I think Lord Owl has. No, he hasn't. He said it was Scott Tracy. So yeah, there's quite a few Thunderbirds still out there. Although they're not in Virgin colours anymore, I believe they've all still kept their names.
Let's just go back in the chat a bit.
Oh, you were there, Andrew. This is one time I didn't spot you, but it was a good show. But at its peak, it was absolutely packed. It's not the biggest show in the world, but it's a big one. But it's well attended, very, very well attended. And I think it was worth it. I think it was worth it. It's a good day out. A little high pressure because we didn't really know how quick we could get there. But it worked out fine. Ah, there he is, Alan Reynolds. There's somebody else who was at Doncaster yesterday, and I believe today as well. And there's Collins Engage. He's still with us. Did you manage to get up on the roof and secure your flash in there, Colin? I never did ask you, but I know that's where you were heading. In the meantime, let's get these little machines out of their box and onto the track. And Canadian Locomotive Logistics. What are we running today? Well, Darren, this is what you see with this train coming around is a Class 57, which is a re-engined Class 47 in the UK. One of the Thunderbirds, so it was used for rescuing broken down trains. And here it comes. This was an acquisition that I got yesterday at the Doncaster show with a certain Anthony Dodge in mind. And it seems to be running extraordinarily well. Right then. And here we go. Now I think with these, I'm going to have to actually fix these down. And I'm going to need the attachments for those. So I'll take those off for a minute. Right. Now this thing does have a bag of attachments for doing all that kind of funky stuff. So I will be using that. And inside that little packet is the connection bar to connect these together. Very, very similar to what you saw with the Class 150, only without the electrical contacts. Daypole ballast wagons, yes they are. Yes, definitely. Yeah, they're the Dapole variety. I think since then they've moved on to printing them with the Wascosa sign on it. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to read up on this Scramper Rails. I'm not sure how they fix these to that, but there's obviously something in this little packet here which holds these on. There's a tiny little hole in each corner, so there'll probably be in this bag something that locates those holes onto this. So anyway, we'll give it a try. Yeah, that's the problem with Dapole. They're very sporadic with what they produce. Right, get the other one out. Oh, bugger. The other one doesn't have any containers in it. Bummer. So I'm going to have to get some containers. I think I've got some somewhere. But ho hum, never mind. What a bummer. I should have looked at that, shouldn't I? What a stupid fool. Still, never mind. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Right, here comes the second one. Right, there is the second one. That all looks intact with its doodah. So I'll pop that on the track just there. Yeah, there's Elizabeth. Hello, Elizabeth. I still haven't caught up on your last video yet, but I will do so before the day is out. Right, I just need the little tiny doodah from this. Let's grab a blade, or even better than that, a pair of scissors. I'll be putting these into their own little Ziploc bag. Now, can I extract it? Yes, I can.
Can you fix it? Yes, you can. And there it is. That's the little bar for the Backman connection. So let's get that together and get it on the train. Give me a second, ladies and gents. Bugger. I'm all fingers and thumbs today. All right, let's try and get this in. I'm trying. No, I'm going to need my glasses for that one. Oh well, never mind. I'll get it on. I'll get everything done. And then next week, we'll have a bash at that. All right, let's just move these boxes down yonder. Right, I'm not going to be beaten. Let's just do this before we end the stream. Right, I now have my funky glasses on. Let's give it a try. That's better. I can see what I'm doing now. There we go. It's in. Now the more difficult one, which is this one. I have to do this upside down. Right, here we go. And I'm going to get a pair of long nose pliers. And get it in. Give me a second, ladies and gents. Yeah, get in, you swine. It's in. And push. Nearly there. Think we are in. Or are we? Yes. We're done. Right, let's just bring the train to a stop for a second. And we'll get this on the back and make sure it rotates okay. There we go. Right, let's try this. Yeah, da, da, da. Right, get those bogies on, boy. And you, sir. Quite a bit of rolling drag there. But let's connect that one onto that one. The connector is a little bit high, but that should be okay. Let's get it run. We're off. Yeah, I've got an extra pack of these under the layout somewhere, so I'll be searching those out, and I believe they are these shorter containers. So here she comes. This one is also a Backman twin pack. But it looks like all the bits and pieces are there. So yeah, that's apart from a couple of containers. But there you go. You pays your money, you take your choice. It's not always smooth sailing when you get things from train shows. But there's always a lot of pushing and shoving, and it's difficult to get everything out of the box and look at it. But it's worth it to make the effort, as they say. Anyway, there you go. Okay, ladies and gents, let's grab the mobile cam, and we are now back on top. There we are. Up a bit. That's better. Well, no, so you have to improvise. Worth it in the end. Yeah, it's I got it second hand for second hand money, so that's just the way it is. Now running the blue Merchant Navy on the layout. So are you going to do your live stream today, Rob? I didn't. If you put an answer up, I didn't actually see it. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming in. Really appreciate everybody stopping by and watching all of the spoils, as they say. Thanks, Pete and Sue, and I'll be in touch. Currently running the BR1 with the Wittenberger cough. That's head. Shameless plug. There you go. Anyway, yes, I'll be continuing to work on these. The 150 needs some attention, but all of the raw materials are there and it is actually working. So that's a bonus. Thanks again, everybody, for coming in. Dwight's on tonight. There's a chance that Rob is going to be on in 50 minutes. That's up to you if you go live, Rob. Dwight tonight, and everybody have a really great week, and adios amigos. See you soon.